Hi everyone, this is Amy from the Helms Academy, and today we'll be talking about some test-taking tips for the GED, HiSET, and TASC tests, and specifically around their multiple choice questions. So my first tip for you, and the most important thing, is don't leave anything blank. If something is blank on any of these tests, it's automatically wrong. And when you have a multiple choice option, you can choose any one of those and at least increase your chances of possibly getting it right. So make sure before you end this test that you've reviewed and made sure that nothing is blank. My next tip for you is to choose a letter for when you need to guess. This is just one way to relieve some stress during the test. So you might say that for that day, you're going to choose B when you really aren't sure what the answer is. Or maybe it's A or D or C. You can choose, but that just gives you an easy way to say, I'm not sure right now, or maybe I need to come back to this one. For now, I will pick this letter. Now, I want to encourage you to not skip something without putting down an answer first. You can always come back to it, but in the event that you were to run out of time at the end or to accidentally miss it later, you always want to make sure that you have some sort of answer filled in. It doesn't mean that you have to do every question in order. You can go out of order, you can eventually skip ahead to different things, but before you skip a question, make sure you fill in some sort of answer. Now, you'll be able to flag your questions on these tests. There's a few ways to do this. Some tests will allow you to do it actually on the platform and mark that question as something you'd like to come back to later. Other tests, you might have to write it down. If you're taking a paper version, maybe circle it. Or if you're writing on a scrap piece of paper while taking a test, you might mark down what the questions that you have are. And with that, you'll be able to go back to ones that you aren't certain about later on without spending too much time at the beginning. Now, this gives you an opportunity to take a second look, see if maybe something else in the test gave you a clue about how to answer this, and then give your best effort in giving an answer to it. Now, if possible, I'd encourage you to save time for review at the end. Sometimes they will be short on time at the end, but if you can even find 2 or 3 minutes to go back and make sure that you did your best on these questions, to make sure that every question has an answer completed on it, that could save you a lot of points. Make sure that everything is filled in, double check your work. All that time for review really can help you to do better on this test. Now, I would encourage you that if you're having second guesses about something and you're unsure, try to follow your gut response. Your gut will usually tell you on the first try what the right answer is. So don't go back and change answers that you're uncertain about. Rather, I'd encourage you only to change an answer if you know for sure that you did something wrong and that you're choosing the right answer instead. Now, if you're down to the last 5 minutes and you have a certain number of questions left, this is your chance to spend a very brief amount of time on those questions. First thing I want you to do is fill all of them in. Pick a letter, and then you can go back and take a look at a few of them and see if you can correct that or if you have a different answer you'd like to put in there. But the most important thing, as I mentioned at the beginning, is to make sure all of the bubbles are filled in and you've completed all of the problems, even if it's just a guess. Thank you so much for watching today, and good luck on your tests. You can check out more of our videos on this channel, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates. You can also check out the Helms Academy on Instagram and Facebook and on our website at helmsacademy.org.